This is the most commonly asked question to experienced investors, but it's also the worst question you could possibly ask. It really shows you aren't in the right mindset if you want to ask that question. And I'll let my good friend Jaspreet Singh from the Minority Mindset explain this one.
The worst question that you can ask is, what stock should I buy? Because you're ignoring everything else around it. What's a good stock for you might not be a good stock for me, and what's a good stock for me might not be a good stock for you. So a stock can be good or bad just depending on what your strategy is. And that's where you need to start. You need to understand what your goal is, and based off of your goal, you can come up with a strategy.
I love that clip, and this is exactly what Warren says as well. He diverts the question into what investing framework you should have. What's your strategy? That's the fundamental building block that enables you to understand what stocks are right for you. If you're a passive investor that wants to set and forget and simply participate in the market over a long period of time through dollar cost averaging, then a market tracking index fund is definitely for you, but you'd never touch a stock like Facebook. But if you're an active investor where you like to understand the business, you like to look for a competitive advantage, perhaps social media sits right in your circle of competence and you deem that Facebook is currently 30% undervalued, then maybe Facebook is a great stock for you and the market tracking index fund isn't. So take the time to understand your strategy and then focus on temperament. As Buffett says, you don't need huge intelligence to be a great investor, but you need to be on top of your emotions, okay? You need to be able to ignore the noise and come to your own conclusions. You need to be able to make investments when the sky is supposedly falling and not get sucked into the euphoria when the market is just pushing new all-time highs. As Buffett says, look at the facts and decide, is the stock that's currently trading at X worth 2X? If you can do that, then you'll do very well.
The most important thing is to be able to define which ones you can come to an intelligent decision on and which ones are beyond your capacity to evaluate.